For the past couple of months, I have been on a journey across the internet. And by that, I mean I've decided to go back and watch some old videos that people used to upload. First starting with the year of 2019 and then going backwards. And I have reached a point where I am around the ending of the journey. From me going on this, I was able to relive a lot of old drama that used to be an extremely big deal back then. And I was also able to see how much the internet have changed across the year, and also how much it has basically stayed the same. It is a very interesting experience. But going on this journey, I ended up remembering something that used to be an extremely big deal around like 10 years ago, or maybe even 13 years ago, around that time. Something that used to be absolutely terrifying to a lot of people, and now he is just basically forgotten and absolutely no one talks about him, and that has to be Slenderman. Now, by me saying that name, I guarantee it caused two reactions out of people. You have one group of people who was just filled with a bunch of nostalgia because now they just finally remembered about this absolutely goofy thing and how it used to be scary back then. And then there's the other side of people who have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, and they probably just think I'm going absolutely crazy because I'm bringing up just some random thing that doesn't even exist. So I'm probably going to need to explain what Slenderman is. And I know there's a lot of people out there who just cannot believe that some people just forgot about this guy, because every single time when he's like bringed up on Reddit or some YouTuber decides to make a video on him, you always see a bunch of comments of people saying like, how could people not remember that Slenderman exists? And it's also not just with this, you see this with just a lot of topics, like when people talk about old anime or music, and I just think that's extremely weird. Like, I feel like people just kind of forgot that time moves on. Like, as people get older and new people are born into this world, the stuff that you like is probably going to be forgotten because less and less people are going to care about it. Like, I feel like that is something that people just do not remember. But either way, that's not even important. That's completely off topic. That's just something that I wanted to bring up. But Slenderman. He is one of the first creepypastas to ever exist. I don't know if he was the first, by the way, but he was one of the first big popular ones. And the one reason why he ended up being so important isn't because he was in multiple stories or tons of people were scared of him. It is mainly because he kind of jump-started the whole horror Let's Play scene on YouTube. A scene that ended up becoming so popular, it started the career of tons of YouTubers. Or just completely made other YouTubers who are already popular basically even more. I feel like a lot of people tend to underestimate just how much of a big hit Slenderman and the 8 Pages was. Like, even if you go back in time, and I mean you go way back, like 10 to 13 years ago, and you see some like extremely OG YouTubers playing this game, their videos have a lot of views. Like, one of PewDiePie videos of him playing this game has around like 13 million views. Some Markiplier videos have like 1 million views, and those are extremely big numbers, especially back then. Because currently right now, a video getting 1 million views or 500,000 views isn't really that much of a big deal, because that is something that happens every single day. I mean, there's a lot of YouTubers out there where every time they upload a video, it easily gets 1 million views. Someone like Moist Critical, and there are tons of content creators like that who exist. But back then, 10 years ago, your video getting 1 million views is basically absolutely insane. That was something really impressive, and especially if you made a video that got around like 10 million views back then in like 2013 or 2010, I mean, you are on top, you are one of the big boys. That is just absolutely insane. That kind of shows you how big this game was. Even though if you go back and watch those videos and see gameplay of Slenderman in the 8 Pages, you ended up realizing just how terrible the game is. Like, you can easily tell that this was made in Unity or just some engine, and it's literally just someone walking around in a forest as you get chased by a PNG of Slenderman. But man, even though now this is extremely pathetic, back then, this used to scare the soul out of me. Like, one story that I remember a lot is that one time when I was at school, a bunch of people were talking talking about Slenderman, and me wanting to be an extremely cool kid, wanting to be on the top of the popularity ladder, ended up saying that I wasn't scared of the game at all, and actually I was so cool, I was gonna play Slenderman in the 8 pages to impress everyone. And this was a time when people were actually scared of the game, so when I actually went and played the game on the school computer, I just completely pretended that I wasn't scared of the game at all, even though I was absolutely terrified. And I also called Slenderman a loser. And that was something that scared me so bad that night when I was going to bed, I was literally begging that I hope this man didn't just come out of nowhere and just beat me up. Which is just a very goofy story to think about, but that's just how much of a big deal he was. And yeah, that's it. I am done talking about this. I got everything that I wanted to bring up. I just really spend the time of my life recording and talking about a dead internet character. Where is my life going to? Anyway, that's it. My name is Lua. You have a good day or night. See ya.